It is one of the coldest regions on Earth. Remote and unforgiving. People who have lived above the Arctic Circle for generations have always depended on wildlife for survival.
We've been here for thousands of years, hunting the animals that migrate here.
Helping sustain a way of life that may seem primitive.
We believe that the animals give themselves to us. The whales, the seals, the fish, the birds.
Are you happy, big boy? You're gonna run and lead, you big asshole, okay?
But many in the far north don't want to abandon traditions they hold dear.
On a trail like this, you just feel like you're on a magic carpet or something. You're just flying.
But the Arctic is a world in flux, warming twice as fast as any other place on Earth. What seems like a slight uptick in temperature, a few degrees over 50 years, is transforming this world. Small villages like Point Hope, tucked away in the far northwestern corner of Alaska, are wrestling with the loss of culture and lifestyle.
You know, the ocean is our garden. The animals are our identity as a people. They've been our clothing, our shelter, our food, our spirituality as a people. You know, we've been here for thousands of years, hunting and gathering.
Residents here like to say Point Hope is the oldest continually inhabited community in North America. For more than 2,500 years, the Inupiat have handled the worst that winter could throw at them and found a way to make a living where the ocean can be solid ice 9 months out of the year. There are no roads leading in or out of Point Hope. Just a lone frozen airstrip to carry people and goods.
My Eskimo name, my Inupiaq name is Akawak.
In English, she's called Caroline Cannon, a tireless fighter for the traditional Inupiat way of life.
Growing up, I think everybody, the whole community was one big unity family. We cared for each other when one was less fortunate, whether it be, you know, because in order to survive, you had to be a hunter. We rely on subsistence.
Always taking what the land and the sea provides. Cannon says Point Hope conquered the harsh environment, survived disease and other ills brought in by the outside, but now could be facing the greatest threat to its future ever. The simple fact the Arctic is warming faster than any other place on Earth.
It rains in January, it rains in February. We didn't even get snow till January this year.
Born in Point Hope, Steve Umatuk has lived here almost all his 53 years. He's held just about every kind of job in town: mayor, fire chief, head of the tribal council. But he is probably best known here as the man keeping the oral history of the community alive.
So this is a polar bear tooth?
Yeah, that's a polar bear tooth.
Where did you find this?
In the old village over there. This is an old lantern.
This is the old village of Point Hope. Old bones bleached by the Arctic sun and wind that stand as silent sentinels to a time gone by. Almost all of this old town was swallowed by the sea, a victim of changing weather and the erosion that comes with it.
What's left of that village is only 3%. 97% of those houses is out in the ocean. See, the population of Point Hope at the highest peak in 1800s was around 4,000 people.
Before modern wonders such as electricity came to the region in the mid-1970s, whalebone served as the structure of homes. Most walls were sod, carved from the earth, providing the only shelter from the outside. And some say it is staggering how little people outside this remote region understand the people and the culture, including U.S. lawmakers who hold considerable sway over this area.
It's frustrating when they think that you're still living in igloos and all this other stuff.
Today, scores of homes pop out of the snow and ice. There are about 900 people in the town. Some things don't change. Kids still find a way to create their own fun. Now Point Hope has electricity 24 hours a day, indoor plumbing, and a state-of-the-art school for students who proudly boast the nickname the Harpooners. Students in Point Hope learn about their rich culture from a very young age. But above all, they learn respect for their elders, a cherished member of the communities in the High North.
Respect them, and when they tell you to do something, do it, and they'll tell you how to weld, they'll tell you how to hunt.